All right.
Right. Right, mate, thank you. We'll see you Monday. Where is it going? Yes, please. Yeah. Ooh. Olly.
G'day, mate. It's working. No audio. Aha.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Unmute.
And Travis is on the line.
Yes, how you going, mate?
Can you hear me, Travis?
Yeah, mate, I got you.
I can't hear you. I'm wondering
Can't
if
hear
it's my end.
No.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Is that any better?
What's going on here?
No, I can hear you, no worries.
Oh, hang on. Maybe if I do this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yep.
I got yours now, boys.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Lovely, please.
How are yous?
Good.
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
It's Friday.
Good.
That's it.
What a stupid time for a meeting.
Cheers, mate. Ollie, this is Travis. What is it? Travis?
Yeah, you're always fine, mate. Trav, most people call me, yep.
Yeah, cool. Well, not late to see.
How you going, mate?
Good.
We'll just wait for Joanne before we get rolling. So this is recording, but we'll cut the front off it, you know. So
Cut all the shit out of it.
exactly. Oh, well, we won't do that because we'll have 30 seconds left.
We'll be left with nothing.
So just, you know, play it by ear, talk, yak, have some fun, have a joke, you know, have a drink. Yeah, just as if you're just having a drink around a bar or something. I don't know.
Too easy.
Yeah, that's right.
We just make it up as we go.
Yeah. You done a few of these, mate, have you?
Me, no, I've done any.
Nah.
Oh, Trav has it. And this is my first sight of Trav. I've never met him before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But this is our third one.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's been...
So they're going up to YouTube, are they?
They will go on to YouTube, but we just put them on Facebook at the moment.
Yes.
But they'll be on YouTube soon. Yeah.
This is Harley.
Hey, Harley, how are you?
G'day, Greg. Thanks. Hello, Greg. No, you got a bit shy, mate.
How old's Harley?
Harley is 5. And she's 5 to 5.
Come on, Dad.
No, that's right. I should know better.
We played morning. We played.
And that's Harley, his twin brother. His twin brother. Come here, mate. Oh, I know. But this is the first year, though, isn't it?
Hey, Greg,
Yeah, mate.
do you follow us, me and Gordo, on Facebook?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
Because we're going live tonight at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, seen that. Yeah.
We're doing a couple of hours.
Couple of hours.
Yeah. So we'll just do a few songs and...
The voice going to hold out?
Hey?
The voice going to hold out?
Yeah, she'll be right, mate. Good as gold. Good as gold.
Been a while. When was the last time you sang?
Nearly 2 months.
Yeah, right.
Lost a few gigs.
Oh, no doubt.
Unreal. 3 weddings.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, some parties and stuff. But
It'll all come back though.
yeah.
Yeah. You've been busy?
Oh, I haven't been this busy in probably 12 months.
Oh, really?
It's crazy.
Wow.
Because a lot of blokes are stuck in the shed.
We'll see.
They're pulling bits apart and bringing them in. So,
Yeah, right. Yeah. We're flat out. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where Joanne's got to. She's usually punctual. She was ready at about 4 o'clock. I'll just give her a call while we're sitting here.
Yep.
And just in case she's having trouble. Because she hasn't come up on my screen. You guys can see each other?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, my name's Carmen White. How can I change that? That'll do. I look a bit like a Carmen.
There's worse things you could be.
Here we go. Rename. Here we go.
I wish that was going to stay on here.
Here we go. I'm just typing. Here we go.
How'd you do that?
Skills, mate.
You're a man of many talents, aren't you?
I just right-clicked on it, and there's rename on the drop box.
Ah, righto. Yeah.
Ordered.
Obviously, we know who set it up for you.
Carmen. We did a Zoom, we did a trivia night with about 8 couples
Oh, yeah.
a couple of weekends ago.
Is it good?
So it was good practice. But yeah, good fun. Yeah.
This might not work because I'm in the shed. I might not be able to get hold of her. Don't know what's going on. Not ringing. There we go. No, she's not answering. She's not answering.
You scared her off. Oh, hang on. Here she is.
Oh, there she is. Beautiful.
Yep. She's popping
Yeah.
up. There she is.
There she
Yeah,
is.
I can't get bloody internet out here.
Righto. So Joanne, I don't know which way is on your screen, but there's Travis and then Ollie.
They've got names underneath them, which makes it easy.
That helped.
Oh, look
I
at
was
that.
Carmen a minute ago.
How are you?
Ollie.
We got another one now. So
Yes, this is Olivia.
what's
So
her
this is the
name?
youngest. This is Olivia.
Olivia.
Olivia, yeah. So she's my youngest. She's a couple of weeks younger than the boys. All right, we might as well do the introductions now. Come in. This is
So you
my
got-
oldest daughter, Grace.
G'day. Family's all there.
So yeah, everyone's here. We work from home, so the workshop's at home. So
Beautiful.
So do we.
Tara. So yeah, so there's 6 of them all together.
I've got one of mine in the office.
Yeah.
Busy days.
They all want to do. They heard it was going on YouTube, so they all wanted their face on there.
Righto. All right.
How's the
Well,
homeschooling going?
Yeah, no, I think that's Lachlan, my oldest son. Yeah, no, they're back to school, man, as soon as they could.
Yeah, for sure. It was
Well-
6 for sure.
well, while you got the kids there, let's get going, and then you can introduce them, and they can be a part of it. All right. So
Yeah. All right.
Um,
Stay around, guys. We'll introduce you because we're starting the video now.
yeah,
Right there.
just bring them in, and then so all we're going to do, right, is at some stage I'll just say, righto, introduce yourselves, and that'll sort of kick it off and get it going. So,
Yep.
basically all it is just talk amongst each other. Tell us. So when I introduce you, I usually go across the screen from my screen because then I don't get lost because
Yep.
I do get lost easy. and I'll just introduce you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about where you come from with your cars, what got you interested in cars, and what you're doing with the cars now, like as in like, yeah. So, Ollie, because I know you probably better than I should, but
We won't go there.
so you can talk a bit about the band,
Yep.
Joanne.
About work as well? Work or just cars?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely work. Travis will talk about work. I don't know. Is Travis still there?
He's been drowned by kids.
Right, all right. Let's get rolling while he's got the kids before they all run off.
All right.
All right. So, you ready? You guys ready?
Yeah, we're good.
No. No.
All right. So, guys, thanks for talking on Shootin the Breeze this week. This week we got Olly, Travis, and Joanne. Looks like Travis is a bit hectic. I'm not even sure if Travis is there anymore, but there he is in the background there.
There we go.
So, Trav, just give us a quick rundown on who you are and what's with did the school bus get dropped off tonight at your place or something?
Yeah, well, I'm Travis Flaherty from Warehouse 27 in Adelaide South Australia. We're down south, Old Nollunga. And there's 6 kids. So we've got twin boys here, Harley and Phoenix, and Kiara behind me, which are my partners 3. And I've got 3 of my own, which is young Olivia here, Grace, and Lachlan, which is over here. Come and say good day, mate.
I'm
All right.
not gonna
Move on. Okay. Now it's my turn. Go. There you go. Mum's got chocolate. See? How about that? Off you go. All right, sorted.
Works every time. Every time.
Like the atomic bomb's going off. Fantastic.
I've got twin boys too. I know where you're coming from with the twins, mate. The twin boys, and they are full on.
Oh man, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I got into the trade. My father's a panel beater.
Oh yeah.
So and he was always doing homies at home. So I was in the bouncer when he was working in the shed, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, always at the workshop, was painting trucks and stuff for him by the time I was 12. And yeah, just really got into the car scene that way, I guess, and always loved nice cars and travelled around a bit, worked on the peninsula here, over on the York Peninsula,
Yeah.
Peninsula, worked for Crash Supplies, which is a company here in Adelaide,
Yeah.
as a technical rep for Speed Hecker and stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah, so I did a lot of that stuff, and then just always wondered, I'd always done rest those after hours. And just always thought, well, why not? Let's have a crack at it. I've got half an acre here at Old Nollunga, so we shed and put a booth in it, and here we are.
Yeah, nice work. Yeah, I've got to ask, are you a Holden man?
I am a bit more of a Holden man, yeah.
Yeah, just in the background.
But in saying that, I just bought a 1971 Ford Econoline with 8 seats, so we can go out as a family.
Brady Bunch.
Yeah, that's it, man. We are the Brady Bunch, 3 of each.
That's cool.
Hey, man, it's good times, it's good fun, and I enjoy it. So
Yeah, nice work. All right, Joanne, I can see you sitting there nice and quiet. You're probably the quietest one out of the group here.
Most polite. No, I'm joking. I grew up around cars. My father was into hot rods from the 60s, and the one in the background he owned since 1966. So that's claimed to be Australia's longest continuously registered hot rod. So
wow,
I've
really?
got big shoes to
So what's the running gear in it?
It's sorry?
What's the running gear in it?
It's Ford, as far as I'm aware. I haven't been under there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was originally built in '53, so as a rod. Wow. So rebuilt in '57, and then registered since '57.
Yeah.
So
you've sort of followed in your dad's footsteps a bit.
Yeah, or dragged along. He ran the Vic Hot Rod Show for many years. He was show manager, and back then very much the shows were a family affair. So I did everything during school holidays, inputted entrance into the system, and stood at the front desk.
Yeah.
Helped people and sort of fell in love with cars that way.
So was he a mechanic or a panel beater or something like that?
A radiographer. Completely. He just loved cars. Yeah. He just loved cars.
Yeah.
He always, it was his biggest issue was that he never actually built one for himself.
Wow.
So he bought the one behind me in '66, and he partially built an A model Tudor. But other than that, he never had any other cars. So
now you're building a couple for yourself, aren't you? Or you're building one and you've got another one that's not in the screen.
Yeah, I built my first one when I was in my early 20s with some help, a lot of help.
What
and
was
that's
it?
a bullet nose Studebaker.
Beautiful.
Bullet nose Studebaker, 51 model. Yeah. And then
You've still got
sort
that
of got
car?
away from cars for a while. Yes. Yeah, it's not in the shed at the moment. It's in at the repair shop.
Yep. Yeah.
We don't talk. I was coming back from a rod run in March and the bonnet flipped up. So it's in for a lot of repairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going 100 along the freeway.
Whoa.
Yeah, luckily it was only the bonnet.
Yeah,
So,
right. Yeah.
And the other car that I'm building is a 51 Henry J. One of three that we know of in Australia. Oh God, it's like a camel. It's designed by a group of people and they didn't talk to each other. It's sort of like a sloper, but it's just really odd. You've got to Google them to see them. They were only built for 4 years in the States. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, they were built until 54, and by 57 they were on the racetrack. So they were America's cheapest car at the time. Yep. Everything was an optional extra, including the boot lid.
Is that because they were so small compared to everything else back then?
They're tiny. Yeah, they were just cheaply built. Very, very cheaply built.
Yeah.
The steel on them's ridiculous.
Yeah, really.
They're only about 1,200 kilos, I think. Whoa. Stock. So and they're about the size of a Toyota Corolla. 350 with a blower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, B&M blower. Built by the English Speed Shop, so a little while ago. So it should be fun.
Oh yeah.
Right. Olly, let's catch up with you for a minute, and then we'll keep talking amongst the other guys as well. But just give us a rundown on who you are, Olly, and a bit of your background, what you do for a living, and what your toy is. Because remember, everybody, I just want to explain something here, right, before Olly goes too much further. How tall are you, Olly?
Nearly 6'3".
Nearly 6'3", right. So just remember that bit of information as this goes through, guys.
So we're talking cars first.
Well, you can talk about what you want.
So I've got 2 minis on the go.
Perfect for a 6'3" guy.
I wedged myself into minis. So I've been into minis since I was about 18. That was my first car. Dad bought me a mini for $1,000 to me 18. Never had any money back then, so I just learnt about minis just by pulling them apart and fixing stuff and putting them back together until it worked. So still mucking around with minis.
Yeah, which is cool.
Hey?
It's cool, yeah.
I don't know, there's just something about them. A lot of people go, these small pommy cars, like, what about muscle cars? Like, I love all sorts of cars, but I don't know, something, they got in me blood, so.
But it's because you're tall. People sort of go,
I think so. I've had a Californian Moke, and I've had 7 minis now, so.
All right. Yeah, you have got bad, haven't you? Yeah. So, and tell us a bit about what you do for a living.
I've got the electroplating shop in Bendigo.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is about, I'd say 90% of what we do is restoration stuff. So mostly car and bike stuff.
Yep.
We do everything to push bikes, antiques, go-karts, heaps of stuff. But
because you do a bit of zinc as well. It's not just chrome, but zinc and
zinc as well. A lot of under bonnet stuff, bonnet hinges, body bolts, catches, mechs, latches, everything.
Yeah, cool.
It's good. It's nice to get stuff back that's clean with no rust and no paint, and just to put them on. So that's a good feeling.
Trust me. Yeah, I like it when it comes back nice and clean and just bang, and you're not trying to scrub something up and make it shiny. And after you've done that already. Yeah.
It's handy. I can come in on a Saturday and do my own bits, and then work for customers all week. So.
Yeah, righto. Yeah. So, so you play in the workshop on the weekends on your stuff?
I sneak in, yeah.
Not that it'd take you long to chrome a bumper bar on a mini.
Mini bumpers, easy. I did a HK Bathurst Monaro bumper today.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah.
A nice bumper to do. Not too big.
A
good shape.
So, Trav, just going on to you for a second. So what do you do in the workshop?
Most of my stuff, we sort of cover the paint side.
Yep.
So I've got a panel beater off-site that works for me, or with me, I should say. He does a lot of our metal stuff for us.
Yeah.
And the car comes in your bare, and then we obviously clean, epoxy, and actually work with my father. He does a lot of the filler work and stuff that needs being done at any stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we've got a couple of cars here. We've got a '57 Chev that ran into a Stobie pole a couple of years ago here. So we're actually nasty.
Yeah.
Got written off, made out. So we're actually we're just about ready to pull that in the shop, and there's going to be a full resto. So we'll rebuild the whole car and send it back.
Right.
Strip the whole car down and starting again. So we offer that option as well, but most of the stuff is paint.
Yeah. You're looking busy because there's a bit behind you.
Yeah, there's 7 cars in the shop, I think, and we've got another 7 at the beaters. So we've got plenty to do, man. We're busy for a fair while, but you know what it's like. You fit stuff in and around it. It's just what you do.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
awesome. I really enjoy it. So.
Yeah. So anything special that you're working on at the moment? Like or is it all just cool stuff?
The black HG behind us is pretty nice. That's gonna be a really nice car. It's 427 cube small block, sort of mid 600 horsepower thing. Mini cubs. Got a little just if I turn this, you can probably see little LC Tirana.
Yeah, we can see the back of it. Yep.
And that's the old man and me, mate. But yeah. The boys. But yeah, so that's a really nice car. That's a nitrous built 6-cylinder twin Weber, triple Weber thing.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a pretty cool car. We've got in the booth. I didn't quite get it finished today, but we've got a 66 fastback that we've done in the PPG Vibrance.
Yep.
The Sunset Red candy. Yeah, so that's come up really nice. What else have we got? I've got the Premier there in the background. We've got a 911 Porsche on the hoist here, which we've nearly finished. If I take this off, I'll probably take it for a walk.
Yeah, if you want to, take us for a bit of a gander around the workshop. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's going to be the way for you to see. So we've got the 911 up on the, is that right? Can you see that there?
Yeah.
So that's a 74 911 we've been doing. 6-cylinder car, that's nearly ready to go. Just a bit of schultzing underneath and some tidy up work. That's the black Monaro there. That's kind of really nice. That's a really, really nice car.
It looks good.
Yeah, we've got HX 4-door GDS on the scissor lift there.
Yeah.
That's actually going to be for sale, that car. Just in primer, ready to go, basically.
Are you going to paint it before it goes, or are you going to leave it in primer to sell?
Bought the car, bought it being ready for paint, which it's not really, but so we're going to get it to that stage, do the underneath, paint all the insides and the firewall and the boot and all that. Yep. And then he's sell the car because he bought a 2-door. So.
Oh, righto. Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's the booth's there. We've got a paint system and everything. Down the very back, the other side of the booth, we've got a 1954 Chevy 4-door that's been chopped and everything and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's plenty happening. Plenty happening.
You've got a fair bit going on just for the two of you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, it's good. So
local work? Or is it just local work, or is it from everywhere?
Well, it's from all over the state. So yeah, so the Black Monaro's out north. He's about an hour away.
Yep.
But yeah, from all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ask. I just want to go back to Joanne for a second because I see you got something next to that hot rod. Looks like a little van. Is it?
Oh, that's our club Teardrop.
Ah, righto.
So
yeah.
I'm a member of the local car club, and it's the Teardrop. This shed's the storage facility for our local club.
Is that why you built that shed?
So,
or has it just happened?
Yeah, almost. Don't tell them that.
Because you're also heavily involved with the ASRF, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm Victorian State Secretary.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I do a little bit. I keep busy.
It must keep you busy doing all that, and then clubs and building cars and everything as well. Like, because you do have a full-time job.
Yeah. I tell my boss that. It's and lately I work in business banking, so at the moment I'm just flat strap with helping businesses, so it's very, very busy. But usually the good thing is it's fairly flexible, so that I can pick and choose if I need to do things during the day. It's not too bad. Yeah. So,
sorry, I just need to ask a question. I just can't quite work out the colour of your dad's hot rod. Is it green or is it black?
It's black. Do you want to see it a little bit closer?
It just looks like there's a bit of green slash on it. That's why I wasn't too sure. It does, doesn't it?
It's
it's not just me. Come on, back me up, boys.
Look, it could be the. I think it was last painted in 1990 maybe.
Oh, right,
1980 something.
A long time ago, yeah. So what colour's a Henry J going to be?
It's about due. I've been speaking to the painter today on that, and
Are we allowed to know?
We haven't quite decided.
All right,
we haven't quite decided. I know the base colour. Let's put it that way.
Right. Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah. I won't keep annoying you about it.
So it's going to be different.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Hey, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? Well.
Yeah. Look, it's a car that you either love or hate, and I've got to love it at the end. That's the thing.
Well, it's your car. That's the plan. It's for you to enjoy, not anyone else.
Yeah. And that's what I did with the Studebaker. Was built on an absolute budget. It was built. I paid cash for everything. Everything was cheap. I was given a motor and transmission for $1,000, that sort of thing. And so the Henry's going to be a little bit more upmarket.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. So it's kind of your blinged up toy, and then the Stude's kind of your rat rod type thing.
Yeah, the Stude's the one that you can hand the keys across to anyone at a rod run and say, have fun.
Yeah.
And Henry's going to be probably a little bit different.
Yeah. So I actually know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask because some people are going to want to know, why does a lady have such a big shed?
I had to compete with the guys somehow.
Good answer.
Well, no, it was really... Sorry?
There's going to be a bit of shed envy, I think.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Well, it's absolutely filthy at the moment because it's only been up for about 8 months and I haven't put things away yet. So...
Hey, it's yours.
And you've caught me with the fuel tank out of the Roadster because the fuel lines are blocked and
Wow, that's cars. That's hot rods.
Yeah. I've got a 2-car carport. I haven't even got a shed.
I've gone 12 months and driven a hot rod 3 times, I reckon.
Wow.
And I've got 3 of them.
Well, I got a shed. I'm like Travis. I'm from home and I've got a big shed. Not one of my cars is in this shed at all.
Yeah, I'm hearing you, mate. I'm the
same. So what's going on with the Econo van, mate? Tell us a bit more about that. That's cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's 302 C4 9-inch. Cool car, left-hand drive. It's still. I bought it off a mate of mine. It's still there. I'm going to bring it in here in the next couple of weeks. So, but it's like a brownie metallic with a white roof and flash on it. But a really cool car, man. It's still left-hand drive.
Cool.
It's got the swing seat, captain's chairs. You can actually, the motor sits right next to you. It's like in an old speedboat, you got the big motor cover there. You can walk past the motor and into the back, get the misbehaving,
Has it got the plush carpet in the back?
The girls want me to play it up as a Scooby-Doo-mobile. I'm like, that's good until you get to about 14. You don't want me to drop your school anymore. You got to pay it again. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, more work for Dad.
Exactly right. So now I think we'll just leave her as it is and get some rego and have some fun.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So it's been in Australia for a while, or is it just new to Australia?
Yeah, it's been here for about 3 years, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So he's had it for ages, and then just decided it was too much for him and didn't want it. So I thought, I'll have that.
Yeah.
And,
so, I don't know whether you said it or not, but how many seats has it got?
It's got 8.
Oh, so you can take the whole family.
It's an 8-seater, and it's got a picnic table behind the last row of seats. They're going to
Gold.
It's unbelievable, mate. It's an absolute ripper.
You'll be everybody's mate at the rod run.
Oh well, next time we talk, I'll have it here and you can have a look. I'll show you around it.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch up at some stage.
Yeah, oh, it's a bloody ripper.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't wait.
That's something that's pretty interesting, I reckon, because we don't see them around. You know, they're just.
Nah, I've never seen one before ever. You open a side door, to get into the back. And it's got a little step that flips out and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, it's unreal. I can't wait.
I see Olly waving someone in.
Yeah, that's it.
The missus just rocked up.
Oh, the real Carmen White.
Carmen the zinc plater.
Yeah.
Carmen does most of the zinc plating here, and she's fussier than I am.
Oh, she is.
Hello.
Yes. Hello, how are you?
Joanne.
Hi.
So you here to pick him up, or
No, I was just seeing if he'd left yet. I'm
just
heading
moral,
home.
not just
Still
for
at work.
moral support?
Seeing if he's having a beer or not.
And is he?
Yes, he is.
Just the one.
Whatever.
I'm on the goat.
It
You heard
is
of the
Friday
goat?
night.
What the hell's that?
Goat, very enjoyable beer, it says.
Right, it does too.
I just had to test the theory.
Well, wouldn't you?
So is that to calm the nerves for the night? Tell us a bit about what's going to happen tonight, Olly.
Me and a mate are locking ourselves in the man cave and going live on Facebook to play some songs. So
you're in a band? What's it called?
Yep. Olly and Gordo.
Well, that's original.
Yeah, it took a long time to come up with that. So we just do acoustic stuff, Aussie rock stuff, bit of everything, bit of old stuff, bit of new stuff, but good fun.
Cool. Yeah.
So we're very short on gigs at the moment, so we'll do a live thing from home and some tunes.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, so this will probably be on after you've done that, but are you going to put that on YouTube or anything, or is it just through Facebook? Or how's it done?
It's through Facebook, but I think once you've done a live on Facebook, it goes on your timeline, on your feed, so you can watch it back. So if we want to watch it, how do we get to it? Just search for Olly and Gordo on Facebook and like us, and you can see it. It'll pop up on our feed.
Awesome.
You should be here doing crime tonight.
I should be.
Whip.
Ball breaker.
Keep going, mate.
Oh, Joanne's dropped out.
Oh, where'd Joanne go? We've lost Joanne.
She must have been bored.
Yeah.
She's gone to check out Olly and Gordo on Facebook.
That's what it is.
She's under it.
She's a bit in front of all of us. But she's back again.
Hey, she's back.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
So where are you, Joanne?
Shed's too far from the house.
Where are you?
I'm in Bairnsdale, about 3 hours east of Melbourne.
Right.
East of Melbourne, right? Yeah. So it's a fair drive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
No,
not too bad though.
What's the club that you're in then? What's the name of the club?
The Lakesters.
Righto. Yep. Yeah.
Lakesters Rod and Custom Club. Only relatively new. We've only been around since 2012.
Predominantly from that area?
Yeah. So we have members pretty much Bairnsdale, Paynesville, Meetung, Lakes Entrance, that sort of area.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a fair way out, isn't it? It's like us. We're 2.5 hours out of Melbourne.
Yeah. And we've got 25 members and probably growing. We're looking at growing. So
yeah, good.
There's a big car group out here. So a lot of old rodders have moved out.
All right. Is it just hot rods in the club, or is it anything?
Hot rods and customs. So basically, pre-68.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Righto. Yeah.
Modified pre-68. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Trav, just because we do sort of stuff like you're doing, do you have any in particular that is it only old cars, or do you paint new cars as well? Like.
Oh, we do new stuff. We did a 360 Spider Ferrari a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Touch up work on that. but we do little bits and pieces, but most of it is old stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally, I mean, most of this stuff that we do that's not old is for customers that we have already.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, yourself, most of your stuff's all old.
Yeah. We used to have a bit of a loose rule. It was chrome bumper bars, but turns out VL
Commodores are popular,
and that's actually a fairly old car now. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're actually pretty cool. So we're starting to get into a fair bit more of that side of it as well.
Yeah, we've done a couple of VLs here, and I've got a VN Berliner that my pop got brand new. He worked at Holden from I think he was 14 when he started.
Yeah.
As an apprentice, as a mechanic, he worked his all the way through to service manager and stuff. When he retired, it was in 1988, I think it was, and they basically gave him the Berliner. So I've still got that car.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not in the shed, but it's sitting out the back ready to come in and do for a bit of a clean up. So
yeah, righto. Yeah.
It's been in the family the whole time.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. So Dad had a workshop himself, Quality Crasher, in South Australia, which was pretty big, and they used it as a loan car for a little while. And we started getting used a bit, and I'm like, nah, man, no way. So so I took it off their hands.
That's a bit of history there.
Yeah, it's cool. So yeah.
Would have been cool if it was last year and he got one of the last of the Commodores, one of the W's. That would have been cool.
The VF or something, or it is.
Yeah. But yeah, because like the thing is, because we're predominantly all into old cars, but I'm just interested, because like Joanne's got 3 old cars sitting there. Ollie's got 2 old cars. You've got a bunch of old cars. I've got a bunch of old cars, So
yep.
I was just wondering what sort of work you would do into,
Yeah, I mean, mainly that sort of stuff. But I mean, I guess the work is just quality. I guess we just like to keep everything nice. We're happy to work on anything as long as the quality's there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got an HT Prem sitting out the back that I've had for 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's just sitting on a trolley. I haven't touched it. I've been out here. I've been in the shop now for 10. And just moving it around and family and all that sort of stuff. And it's just been sitting there. And I've got a HT ute that we're going to put together as a shop ute.
Yep.
Cut the tubs out of it. Got some 1510 Illuma stars under it. Float and awnings and stuff. And
yeah, right.
Same thing. It's just time. It's time.
Yeah. I think we're all in the same boat. I know. Everyone struggles for time these days.
I know. Yeah. I got hold of a HT station wagon that we're going to put together for Danny, my partner. So, bought a VH Statesman. Got it really cheap. So we're going to use the running gear out of that, and so she can rev around in that thing, So
yeah, cool. Yeah, big enough to carry a couple of kids.
Yeah, that's right. A couple of dogs in the back, So
yeah. You need to get your ute going because that only sits 2, and you're nice and quiet.
Yeah, I know. I was going to put a bench seat in it, and I thought, I'll put buckets in it, I reckon.
Good idea.
But, we'll get there, slowly but surely.
Yeah, good. And Ollie, just want to go back to your chrome shop just for a little minute, all right?
Yep.
Can you just explain to the general public, how does a chrome work, because I sort of only just discovered a little bit of information just recently about chrome, because I thought after you dipped it, you polished it, but you actually don't.
Nope.
No.
No, once straight out of the tank, it's done. So it doesn't need to dry. It doesn't need to, you just hose it off. I always rub it over with a good metal polish. So I use and recommend purple polish.
Yeah.
But just to clean off any drips or stuff out of the tank.
So give us a quick rundown on the process. If I bought you in a dinted, rusty bumper bar.
Yep. So what I first do is I have a look at it, see what it needs as far as repairs, and if there's rust in it, usually in the back. Not often they're too bad that you can't do it. So I'll strip it off, get it to my repairer. I've got a guy that works from home and does all my straightening.
Yep.
Semi-retired guy. He does a great job. So picks them up, he gets them straight. And then from there, we'll linish it. We start with like an 80 grade grit if we need to go back that far. Work up to a 320 grit. to remove any rust pitting and get them nice and straight and shiny. And they get buffed before they get copper plated. So once they're smooth and shiny, they get a good coating of copper.
Yep.
And it's the copper layer that gives you your rust protection and your depth of shine. So at copper stage, we give it a high polish and try and remove any little pits or any little marks from the linishing.
Right.
And once it's a mirror finish in the copper, you're right for nickel and chrome.
Oh, really? So you actually polish the copper up? I didn't realise that.
Copper. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the probably the most important step is removing the marks at copper stage.
Right. Because so after that, it's just you just dip it in a bunch of liquid, or
so it's electrified out of the once it's copper's polished, it gets cleaned again and goes in a nickel tank.
So when you say clean, you don't mean you get out there with a scrubbing brush?
No, I use microfiber cloth. So once it's polished, you've got to be really careful. So it'll scratch easily in the copper because copper's a soft metal. You've got to be really careful. So hand wash and then electro clean. So it's an electrified cleaning tank. So it's basically charged to clean it, and any tiny impurities will basically be repelled from the item, from the bumper.
Right.
And once it's clean, it'll go in the nickel tank for a couple of hours. And then out of the nickel, it comes out, one rinse, and then into the chrome tank. So
what's the nickel do?
Nickel is a really strong metal. It gives a bright finish and a strong, it's basically, it coats it and protects it and gives it a depth of shine. A lot of parts pre-1930 were all nickel plated and not chromed.
Right.
So it is hard to tell the difference. The nickel has a slight gold tinge to it, whereas the chrome's a bright blue silver.
Yeah.
So nickel's a beautiful finish.
It is. Yeah.
Anything sort of pre-30, we usually nickel it and leave it. So
right. Yeah.
Really not nickel.
So once it's chrome, pull it out of the tank.
Yep. Hose it off.
So you can grab hold of it straight away, or you got to let it sit for.
So it's on hooks. I've got a wire. I use copper wire to hang everything because it's conductive. Hose it off, let it dry in the sun, and then just a purple polish to clean it. Just any dribbles or drips or
Oh.
And you're right to go.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So it kind of, I know this is a bit odd, but it's sort of the basics principles of painting.
Pretty much. Yeah. You've got to prep it and then make sure it's clean and then put it on.
I know people probably think I actually knew all those, but I actually didn't. I'm never.
Oh, right. There you go.
Yeah. No, that's interesting.
It's funny. A lot of people don't realise the work that's involved.
All right, we can go now. Thanks, mate. I'm happy.
I need his phone number.
So a lot of people think it's a dip. You just dip it in and it's done.
Yeah.
But, it's a lot of prep.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's why it's not a cheap process. It's intensive, preparation for it. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah. This is why it takes
hence the filthy hands. Dirty work. Someone's got to do it.
But hey, that's right. Yeah, but it's nice to make something shiny at the end of the day.
It is. It's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's interesting. I didn't realise that's how it worked. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's the same process that's been around since it was invented. So.
Right.
They've probably improved chemicals and or they've banned some chemicals we can't use anymore, like cadmium. Which is now the zinc.
Yep.
Yeah.
So did you change the name, or did they actually change the product?
Well, I think cadmium's still used in some like aeronautical plating procedures, but
righto.
Day to day, it's quite deadly and poisonous. So
yeah, right. Yeah. Like all the good stuff, lead in paint and things like that.
The good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Now, have any of you guys got any questions for each other? Because our time is getting a bit on the thin side. So before we jump off, in case anyone's got any questions for each other.
I'll ask Travis a question, because this is one that I've always wondered about. Is If someone presents you with a car that you really don't like, but they ask you to work on it, what's your response?
Put the price through the roof. No, not really.
Is it really? Do you need to like a car to work on it?
Look, to be honest, quoting a car and looking at a car is as much as an interview for the person that you're working for as well. You know, so you might not like what they're doing, but yeah, I mean, I've never said, well, I can't say I've never said no to anything, but I guess it's one of those things. You need to work with the person and make sure they want what they want, especially with colours and stuff like that. Yeah, the biggest thing is, especially in that stage, if you go, it's a colour that you sort of think, wow, that car's just not going to look that good, that colour. I try and put them onto someone to get the car drawn up like a bit of a portrait of the car, so they can see the car, that colour, and have a look at that way. As far as stuff that's come to me that's someone's done the work before and it's really rough and they want me to paint that, then I'll sort of say to them, look, if you want me to do that, I need to be able to spend time on it to make it up to what it is.
He's making a runner, mate. You better grab him before he gets out the door.
I know, hey?
Did he take the esky with him?
It looks like it.
He's taking the esky too. He's not bad, is he? But yeah, so not really, no. We'll sort of take just about anything on, as long as within reason.
It kind of, like Trav said, I sort of touch on that there because, good question, Joanne, because you kind of do it for the owner, but some cars shouldn't be that colour. They're not going to work, or sometimes you've just got to do it because that's what they want. But if they're not quite sure if that's what they want, you try and talk them through it, don't you, Trav? You just sort of got to guide them a little bit, Yeah,
definitely. I mean, you have to. I mean, that's part of. I guess that's part of our responsibility of what we're doing. Is because obviously there's a lot of money involved in doing something.
Yeah. The reason I say it is one of the colours that we get asked to occasionally is candy red.
Yep.
And they want to drive it, but it's too hard to paint to just drive down the road.
Yeah.
So
I went through that discussion with the guy that's got the '66 Mustang we've just done now in the sunset red candy, and it's there's going to be issues down the track if you're going to drive it a lot. There's going to be dramas. It's got to be touched up. It's the whole side of a car, basically.
Yeah.
So
as long as they understand that, you try and help them out and try and point them in the right direction and give them as much information as possible.
Exactly right.
Good question, Joanne. Yeah, because it's a hard one. Yeah. You try to make everybody happy, don't you?
Well, that's right. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. All right, guys, we might wrap this up because we are really starting to run out of time now. I'd like to say thank you to all of you, Joanne, Trav, and Olly, for being a part of today's bit of a discussion, and we learned a little bit of new stuff, and it's been really good. So
thanks for having us, mate.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. It's been,
cheers.
Good fun.
Yeah, we'll come back and catch up with you another day. So that's really good. All right. Thanks for that, guys.
Cheers.
No worries.
See ya.
Over and out.
Guys,
Happy Friday.
Yeah. Happy beer day. Yeah.
Do it already.
All right. So that's all the official stuff over and done with. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. That was actually really cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Because
I do need Ollie's phone number though for the Chrome.
No worries.
Oh, for the Chrome. Righto.
Oh.
There you go.
I'll look you up, don't worry.
Screenshot. Yeah, just Google it.
Yeah,
I'll bring a trailer up with all the clubs gear as well.
Too easy.
He was just saying before he got on, Joanne, how busy he is. So you might want to get him.
I think the Henry's a little bit away yet.
Yeah. So but no, look, honestly, really good interview. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. We'll catch up maybe when you've got the Henry back in the shed there, Joanne. And
and this is off the record. It's Miles Johnson who's looking at doing it.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
Shane Abbott and Miles Johnson. So that'll give you an idea of what it might look like.
I hope you're ready.
Telling Miles Johnson, just do what you want.
That's a pretty big call.
Exactly. Yeah, most definitely.
But no, that was really good, and we'll cut that bit out, Joanne, so no one knows about it. But yeah.
Yeah, please. I think Miles would kill me.
yeah, probably, yeah. So, have you got an end date on that car? When do you think, or is it just get it done when it gets done?
When I get the engine and transmission back would be a start.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we won't go into that on here.
yeah, that's going through VCAT shortly.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, but we don't talk about that in polite company. But yeah, it's in now. It's been chassis ready for paint, so that's
good.
a start.
Yeah.
So it's not far off. It's just getting it all together.
Yeah. Trav, in a couple of weeks, when you've got the van and it's in the shed, let me know and we'll hook you back up onto one of these interviews.
Yeah, cool, man. Awesome. That'd be great.
Yeah, I want to see that van. I didn't know the V8 was next to you.
Yeah, man. It's like a speedboat. It's just got the big engine cover right there. It's killer.
Right.
Travis, you should check out a guy called Sammy Cooper.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got a van with the engine right there. He's on Facebook. He's done a wild paint job on it too. It's a bit rough, but it's fun.
Yeah. Awesome. I'll have a look. Yeah. Sammy Cooper. Right, no worries. Thanks, Joanne.
We're running out of time on this because I can only book an hour, and I was on it a little bit before because I always get on in case someone's
just in
case.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. So all right, good stuff. Thanks, guys.
No worries. Thank you.
See ya.
All right, boys.
Ta-da.
You get it.